Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel today. If you enjoyed this review, please drop a like and please subscribe down below. I appreciate all the support from everybody. And we have an interesting Nike box in front of us. If you're not familiar with this series, it's something Nike's been doing now for a little while, and it resembles something really cool. So we have N7 on the side, N7 on top with the Nike underneath. A little hard to see there, but the light's making it show up. And it is a slide box, which I always love the slide boxes, just so you guys can get an idea. And inside, there's just some plain paper with Nike on it, nothing really special. This is an Air Force 1 Low SP/N7 in a wheat Saturn Gold, men's size 12. Retail is the correct price on the box at $110 US. And this particular pair released, I believe, on March 22nd of 2022, and retail was $110 US. And this is what we are looking at today. So we have an Air Force 1 in front of us that resembles what Nike's doing is the N7 program, which resembles a heritage of Native Americans and Indigenous cultures. So we have an inspiration that's taken from that area of the United States in terms of what it represents, Native Americans and Indigenous cultures. We do have a what would be a basket weave pattern, I believe, because this is a woven Cork style material, and I can kind of honestly see where the inspiration comes from. The N7, they did have one that looked a lot more like a Native American Indigenous culture kind of inspiration, which I believe hasn't come out yet on the Nike app, but released maybe some other places already. They were a moccasin pair, and I think those were really dope. This pair is also really cool, but at the same time, the moccasin is truly unique if you saw that in the photo. But let's get into the Air Forces. These, I would recommend going down half a size, like all Air Forces. That's just my opinion. I usually go down half a size in all my pairs, whether it be high, mid, or low. On the upper here, you have some of the Saturn Gold, and you have this suede material that goes along the eyelets. The perforated toe box you see right here. The swoosh coming back, and the heel tab is also in that suede. Coming up close, you can see we have a different mix of material. So we have this cork woven in with a kind of nylon braided woven material. You can see it up close there in yellow, blue, kind of like a teal color right there. And your cork going throughout. Once again, the pattern looks really cool. I like the way these came out. We have this kind of off-white. It's a hard color to describe on the midsole, but once again, it has that matching stitching that goes with that color. And your outsole looks like a regrind from recycled material. I'm pretty sure that is. Most of the time when the outsole looks like this, it's usually taken from recycled materials. So I bet this one has that, including the box. So I will leave that in notes if it's true in text, which I'm pretty sure this is partly used from 20% recycled material, I believe. And there's a look at the toe box going up. In that Saturn Gold, you have this interesting lace tube right here, which actually matches the kind of, I guess it's like a regrind on the outsole in this kind of like brown chocolate kind of, it's a deep brown color. And this is kind of like a translucent clear material. Going up, you get one pair of laces in that same kind of Saturn Gold they're trying to match there. We have the N7 with the swoosh up top on this yellow tag. And there is the Nike Air printed on the back in the suede. Your medial side with the same details and that woven basket pattern. I just think this is really cool. I like the colors on it. I'm glad the light's doing them justice because they really do look good in hand. And bringing into the insole, which is another cool thing, is a Cork N7 with the Nike swoosh above. So interesting insole. There is your kind of goldish lining right there. I believe that's a Saturn Gold. And your tongue, same color underneath. And you do have a little bit of blue on the inside there on the rest of the lining, if you guys can see that right underneath the tags. So kind of a little interesting, you have actually a two-tone lining on the inside. And both sneakers have the same kind of textured pattern on both sides. And not too many differences on the sneaker. I believe the woven pattern might not be exactly the same. So it might be stitched like, there might be squares in different areas, but they might be very similar and close to each other. And same outsole, same insole, once again with the cork material. And that's really about it. Not too much else to talk about. The fact that Nike actually started doing the N7 program a little bit while back, and we're now giving back to the indigenous tribes and the Native American culture. We're giving more recognition to it. I just love what Nike's doing here. And like I said, if you can grab a pair of the moccasins, you want something truly unique. You want to represent the Native American culture or the indigenous cultures in some way. That's a cool way to, I bet, if you were in a place like New Mexico and you wore those, I bet some people would actually say something to you because they are really, really cool looking. But the Air Forces are still dope. I highly recommend these. For 110, they were solid retail. I will check if they're in stock anywhere and leave those links down in the description. Other than that, you can probably get them on StockX and GOAT. I will leave the links for those as well. But other than that, let me know what you guys think of this N7 collection from Nike, the Air Force One in particular, or the moccasin, whatever you want to talk about. I will try to answer back to everybody in the comments. I thank you guys for the support. I hope you stick around. I do have more content coming shortly, and I hope everybody has a great day. All right?